Everyone, please say together, joining your palms together. Please say 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Good evening to everyone. Now you can keep your palms down. So, on this spiritual evening too, we are here to practice the noble non-sectarian practice of meditation. So, if you are a newcomer, once again, I would like to request the newcomers to practice breathing meditation. And all students, please practice Vipassana as usual. So Vipassana meditators are requested again to observe the sensations from bottom to top, and after that, top to bottom, part by part, pitch by pitch, very patiently. Keep on scanning and observing the sensations. Whatever the sensations that you will encounter, understand, let it be heat, let it be coldness, let it be sometimes hardness, softness, let it be crinkling sensation, itching sensation, whatever sensation it is. Be aware and keep, so whatever sensation that you encounter, sometimes certain sensations won't have a name. You might not have encountered it throughout your life. So don't give any specialty to it. Don't favor it. Let that sensation be very comfortable. Let that sensation be very uncomfortable. Don't give any favor to it. Try to keep the mind very balanced and observe and remind yourself. This sensation is also impermanent, changing. This is not going to ever last. So if you keep clinging to that particular sensation, what will happen is, then when it passes away, then you will feel despair. You will feel frustrated. You have to understand nothing inside this body works according to your own way. Everything, all the sensations, all the phenomena, from bottom to top, top to bottom, everything is always changing continuously. So keep on observing the sensations from bottom to top, top to bottom. Before I start, I would like to teach you another quality that you need to develop simultaneously with the meditation practice. So that is, so let's say you did certain kind of wrongdoings in the past. Let's say in the past, you did certain kind of wrong actions. So after you learn the lesson, don't waste time. Keep on by keeping the remorse again and again. So by reminding the remorse. Whenever you learn the lesson, keep on moving forward. Because if you keep on developing the remorse, if you don't learn the lesson, but if you keep on clinging to the remorse, you will waste your time. So number one, you should not keep on clinging to the past wrong actions. Because what is gone, that is gone. Present is present and past is past. Even though how much you try, you can't change the past. So number one quality that you need to develop related to past wrongdoings is, so you should not remember it again and again, and you should not be remorseful. Instead, learn the lesson, keep on moving forward, right? Then the other thing, sometimes in your life, so you do certain stuff for the other people. So again, you develop remorse because the other people who don't know the quality of gratitude, who don't have the quality of gratitude, they don't repay in return. At such times, it is our nature is, then we feel frustrated about our health. That's wrong. Whenever you did something, you have to be happy that you could do that, right? And don't develop remorse in that aspect too. So one thing you should not develop remorse in the past wrongdoings after but you have to learn the lesson and you should not do it again, right? Second thing, whenever you did something to another person and when that person didn't do something for you in return, you should not develop remorse in the good action that you did. Again, you have to let your remorse go. Instead, you should be happy. Oh, how wonderful. I could do this wonderful action for this person and I could become very happy. I could develop a lot of positive energy inside me, right? So you have to think like that and you have to let your remorse go. If not, what will happen? So by that way, you will lose your mental stability, right? Because of the other people's action, you can't control the other people. They have to develop their own qualities. If someone doesn't have gratitude, that's their case. It's not your case. If not, who knows? That person was very busy and couldn't help us, right? So at such times, you should not think about that action again and again, that help again and again. Develop remorse. You have to let it go. Remorse is also a big obstacle when it comes to the progress of meditation, right? So you have to let it go in these two ways. At the same time, you have to understand people have a lot of negativities. They are not enlightened beings. They have negativities. Some people feel selfish. That's their case. It's not your case. So let me remind you one beautiful poem which was written by Wael Jasser. He's an Arabic poet. He says, Garib alnas, Garib al dunya diya, As illness, Beed garalaya, Mafi shakhses, Mafishwala sikra diya, Kinishne colors, Anamashu geblafiya. This is in Arabic. Okay, there we go. What it means, Garib alnas, world is cruel. Sometimes the world is cruel. We'll come back. Right. So sometimes the world is cruel. So when you did something good for the other people, sometimes those people, out of ignorance, they turn those good things sour on you. So that means sometimes they backbite, right? Then this poet says, so I did my part and I go. The rest belongs to the person who received my help, right? So don't develop remorse because of the other people too, because you did certain things and right that person didn't care about. Thinking like that, don't develop remorse. So so here I taught you not to develop remorse because of two. Number one, because of the past wrong things. So after learning lesson, you let it go. You don't keep on thinking about that again and again. And number two, when you did some kind of help to a particular person, and that person didn't help you in return, at such times too, you should not develop remorse. You have to be happy that you did you had the opportunity. You had a great opportunity to help one person, right? Think it like that. So let your remorse go and it will help your practice, right? So with that advice, we would like to start. So everyone, please sit comfortably. Everyone, please keep your back straight. Back straight. Neck straight. Head straight. Please keep your right palm on your left palm. So, and keep it on your lap because it'll help you a lot, right? So if you keep it like this, then it's hard for your hands. So please keep it on your lap, right? Now please close your eyes Let your whole body to relax. Bottom to top, top to bottom, let each and every muscle, let each and every nerve of your body to relax, to calm down, to calm down. Now, before we start our silent meditation practice, we are going to pay our respect to the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha out of gratitude, as a practice of gratitude. Then after that small chanting, we are going to start our meditation today. Everyone, please let your body to relax. Let your body to relax. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Itimiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho viññācarana sampanno sungato lokamido anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati satta deva manussanam buddho bhagavati. Suakato bhagavata dhammo sannitthiko akaliko ehi passiko opanaiko paccatang veditammo viññohiti. Supanipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ujupatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Nyāya patipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Sāmīci patipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Yatidang cattari purisa yugani Atte purisa puggala Esa bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ahudeyo pahuneyo Nakineyo anjali kareneyo Anutterang puññaketang lokasati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. With a calm mind, with a quiet mind, everyone please get ready to practice your silent meditation practice. If you are a newcomer who are joining online, please practice breathing meditation. Don't practice vipassana meditation. Pay your entire attention to your breath. When the breath is coming in, be fully aware. When the breath is going out, be fully aware. And at the same time, if the breath is soft, if the breath is gross, if the breath is long, if the breath is short, let it be so. Don't try to change it. Please keep on observing the breath as it is. Continuously breathe in with awareness. Breathe out with awareness. By that we develop the positivities like patience, inner calmness, inner peace, inner tameness, and tame your mind. So work very ardently to tame your mind and to bring it peace and to bring it happiness. And dear all students, dear Vipassana meditators, as usual, developing your wisdom, keep on observing the sensations from bottom to top. Start from the from from the tips of the toes of your left leg, and scan the whole left leg. And then after that, start from the tip of the toes of your right leg, part by part, pitch by pitch. Please observe the sensations of your right leg. And then please observe the back part of your body from bottom to top. And then front part, middle front part of your body, this from the stomach area towards the neck, part by part, pitch by pitch. Keep observing and keep on observing keep on observing the arising and passing away of all the sensations. And then start with the fingertips of your left hand and observe part by part, pitch by pitch, towards the shoulder, towards the left shoulder, and do the same to your right hand. Then observe your neck, and then please observe your face area from chin to forehead. And after that, observe the top of your head, and partition the whole head area, and end up observing at the top of your head. And again, start from the top of the head, pitch by pitch, part by part. Keep on observing the sensations downward. Whatever the sensations that you encounter, understand they are impermanent, changing. So with that understanding, everyone, please start your silent meditation time. Silent meditation practice. Whatever the meditation practice that you practice right now, may your meditation become very successful. May your practice become very successful. Now everyone, very calmly, very quietly, and very attentively, with the balance of your mind, please start your meditation. May your meditation be very successful. Please start. Please start. If the new students want to change the posture, please don't open the eyes. Keep the eyes closed. But very slowly, if the legs are paining, you can slowly and with awareness, you can change the posture. Now, everyone, please keep the eyes closed. But if the newcomers want to change your posture very slowly, very calmly with awareness, you can change your posture, making the minimal sounds. Minimal. Now we are going to share our loving kindness with all the beings in the universe. We start with ourselves. Then after that, we spread our loving kindness towards our parents, our relatives, and our friends. And then after that, we share our loving kindness with the neutral people in the world. After that, with our enemies, and finally, with all the beings in the world. First of all, let's share our loving kindness with ourselves. Spread your loving kindness towards yourself. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be very peaceful. Spread loving kindness towards yourself first. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards the parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. May my dear mother, may my dear father, may my teachers, relatives, and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May all of them be well, be happy, be peaceful. Spread loving kindness towards all of them. Just like me, the neutral people, the people who are not neither my friends, neither my enemies, the neutral people, people in the middle. Just like me, may all of them also be well. May all the neutral people also be happy. May all the neutral people also be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Spread loving kindness towards the neutral people. Now let's spread our loving kindness towards our enemies. We all have negativities. Sometimes in life, because of our negativities, we do hurtful things towards the others. The other people do hurtful things towards us. We have ignorance, so we have negativities. That's how our nature is. Understanding that, please forgive for the mistakes that they did. And at the same time, mentally please ask forgiveness for the mistakes that you have done. Please spread your loving kindness towards your enemies too. May my enemies also be well. May my enemies also be happy. May my enemies also be peaceful. May they be very peaceful, very peaceful. Spread loving kindness towards the enemies. Now, let's share our loving kindness with all the beings. Not only human beings, with all the other beings too. Let all those beings be beautiful. Let those beings be ugly. Let those beings be clever. Let them be not clever. Let them be famous. Let them be not famous. Let them have any kind of quality that they already do have. Without any discrimination towards all those visible and invisible beings, we spread our loving kindness. We share our loving kindness with all those beings without any discrimination. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be very peaceful, very peaceful. Spread loving kindness towards all the beings, all the beings. Now everyone, very calmly and very peacefully, please open your eyes. Let your body to relax. Now please join your palms together and please say 3 times, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Dear Dharma friends, so for the newcomers, hope the meditation went well. I know sometimes it's hard at the first time when you do meditation. It's a hard experience. So, but so the meditation is not growing just like quick noodles, as I always say. So quick noodles, you can use it within few minutes, right? You can have hot water and you put noodles into it, and within few minutes, noodles is ready. But meditation is not like that. You have to work hard. So first of all, with the love towards yourself, you have to love yourself first. So you are doing this for the benefit of you, right? So very ardently, little by little, very patiently, please practice. Every morning, please practice at least for 10-15 minutes breathing meditation. Newcomer, this is for newcomers. So in the evening too, before your bedtime or when you come back your home after your work, please practice 15 minutes when you clean yourself, after cleaning yourself. And gradually, and at the same time, if the mind wandered away, you have to use the very same thing that I taught you at the beginning. Don't be remorseful. Bring it back and start again. Bring it back and start again. That's how you progress. So if you keep on being remorseful, thinking, oh, my mind wandered away, I couldn't concentrate. If you think like that, you waste your time. Invest that time for the progress of your practice. Instead of worrying about that, so throughout your life, what you did was worrying. About this you were worrying, about that you were worrying. Stop it and start observing your breath during that time that you are about to dedicate for worrying. You did it all the time throughout your life. So now, please do it like that. And at the same time, keep on being aware about your back too. So during the meditation time, so when you sit, be aware about your back, right? Just like you are aware about your breath, you should be aware about your back too, right? I mentioned earlier too, if not, what will happen is, so first of all, from breathing meditation, you will go to sleeping meditation. Sleeping meditation will become snoring meditation. So be aware about your back too. It helps. It helps to develop, it helps the progress of your meditation, right? So please be aware about your back. And Vipassana meditators too. Since they are experienced, I don't think they need new instructions, but make sure you are aware, right? So please practice like that. First of all, you are doing it for yourself. But later on, when you develop all those kinds of positivities, you will share those very positivities with every person around you. And you can bring happiness and peace to another person because of your positivities. So please practice very ardently. Right. So during these days, I'm teaching about the 10 perfections. So I already taught you about 3 kinds of perfections. Shirin, did you listen to them? All right, okay. I know you might have been busy in India. Okay. Right, so 10 perfections. What is the first perfection, Miss Grace? Dana. That means generosity, right? If someone doesn't have mental and physical generosity, then that person cannot practice the second one. It's hard. So first of all, we should be able to practice generosity mentally and physically. This is not the time to detail them somehow. First one is generosity. Okay. So it doesn't mean material givings. It has emotional givings too. What are the emotional givings? Loving kindness, compassion, right? Calmness, all such kind of positivities you share. And then number 2, Mr. Mike. All right. Mr. Hai.
The 5 personalities.
No, not that one. So number one, so generosity. Number 2 is Shanti. Very nice. Good job. So we should practice that. So applauses. So right, very nice. So morality. If you don't have good generosity, if you don't have the perfection in at least to a certain extent, so mental and physical generosity, you can't practice sila. Sila means moral qualities. So at least as lay people, we should have 5 moral qualities. Let we be Buddhist, Hindu, Christian, Muslim, atheist, agnostic, anything. We should have those 5 moral qualities. What are those moral qualities? Not killing or harming the other people, not stealing, and no sexual misconduct. And after that, no lying and no intoxicants. So if you don't have this base, hard to practice the next one. What is the third one? Yes, third one, Mr. Hai? Right.
Letting go.
Yes, letting go. So letting go or renunciation. Renunciation from the negativities. So that's what you are practicing. So in Vipassana, through Vipassana meditation, you understand, you realize, not from books or someone else, by your own experience, you realize this body is not, but it's not one unit, right? So from top to bottom, bottom to top, we are made of atoms, right? All those atoms, so the sensations that arise within this body, from top to bottom, bottom to top, they are changing continuously. The I that we experience in the past moment, we can't experience the same I in the next moment. And the I, which is right now, won't be in the next moment. Ignorantly, we think we have the same I. So we develop, we thinking so, developing, so because of that ignorance, so we develop various kinds of negativities: greed, jealousy, ill will, hatred, anger, and so on. So you start by observing your own body, top to bottom, bottom to top, part by part, pitch by pitch. When you see yourself, when you yourself see that this body is changing, you realize this is not about books. This is not some kind of a fantasy. This is the reality. So then what happens? You don't have to change the concept. Concepts change, right? Concepts change. So you let go your negativities, you renounce your negativities, and you develop some kind of right concepts with it. What are the right concepts? Whatever it happens, I'm not going to harm anyone. And continuously, I will let go all these negativities that I created, that has arisen inside me because of my own ignorance. Ignorance about what? The reality, right? Then number 3, whatever it happens, I'm not going to get angry, right? So like that, you develop these concepts. You don't have to develop, they arise. The more you observe the reality within yourself. Right? So then that is the third one. And today we are going to learn about the fourth one. So morality, so generosity, morality, then letting go. And today we are going to learn about wisdom. In Pali, those days language, it is called as panya. Panya. So panya means seeing the things as they really are. If not, so seeing the things with wisdom. Right? Basically, wisdom is panya. So, so we can see things by our eyes, but understanding about their nature happens because of our wisdom. Right? So we realize this is made of this, that is made of this. Like that we understand because of our wisdom. Right? So this is panya. So panya is threefold. Sutame panya, in according to Buddhist language, right? Those days language, to Pali language, which is 2,600 plus years so old. Sutame panya, chintame panya, and bhavaname panya. What is sutame panya? Sutame panya means the wisdom that we develop by hearsay. So now you are developing sutame panya. So Bhante is teaching, you are listening, and so you keep that in mind, right? So that is sutame panya. By reading, you gain sutame panya. So hearsay, not your experience, no proof, just you think, just you read and or listen and gain it. Right? That is the first kind of wisdom. But it is not so. It is not the final wisdom. Only by the wisdom that you gain through hearsay methods, they are not the actual wisdom. So then you move one step forward and you develop chintame panya. What is chintame panya? So not only you read, not only you listen, the facts that you learned, you think deeply, right? You think deeply. So, so adding truth to the truth, connecting truth to the truth, you think, right? Then you gain wisdom, you develop another kind of wisdom. It is higher than the first one. This wisdom is called as the intellectual wisdom, right? The intellectual wisdom. So wisdom of hearsay, now wisdom of intelligence. Number 3, this is the most important one. That is, it is called as bhavanami panya. That's what you are doing. So no, just by hearing a theory, you can't understand the truth. It doesn't become your truth. Maybe it's someone else's truth. It may be right, it may be wrong, right? So by thinking, by intellectual thinking too, you can analyze, but still it's not, so you can understand to a certain extent, but still it's not 100% true. Right? So to gain the actual truth, you have to experience it. So third wisdom is bhavanami prajna, means experiential wisdom. We need to have the experiential wisdom. I always teach the simile of the cake. Let's say there is a certain kind of cake. Someone comes, a specialist about making cakes. I don't know whether you are specialist of making cakes. So somehow someone comes who knows about the cakes, and this person describes about the cake. Cake is not here, not visible. And so this person says, this cake, this person shows a picture and says, this cake is made of vanilla. We put cocoa inside that. We put sugar, quality Brazilian sugar, and we put this. Very nice eggs. So some kind of very good eggs that they got from somewhere, right? Like that, they put. That person says that person has put various kinds of very nice stuff, very expensive, very health. So not let go about healthiness. So very nice stuff, right? Now, this person describes. Hearing that, you think, oh, maybe that cake is a very tasty cake. What happened? You gain sutame panya. So you had a hearsay, wisdom of hearsay, but still you didn't see the cake. No one around you tasted the cake. Second occasion, so that person brings a cake to the platform. And then after that, a piece of that cake, that person, that instructor, that specialist, gives to another person in the audience. This person eats that, and what happens after, right at the moment that person ate it, that person's eyes go big, and the face starts to shine, and then that person says, "Oh, what a sweet cake!" Right? Now you are more sure than before, right? So more sure than before, and now not only you heard of the cake, you saw the cake, and you saw someone eating the cake, right, Mr. Han? So this is chinta. This is like chintame pan, intellectual wisdom. So not only you read, now you know, right? And number 3, bhavanami panya. So bhavanami panya. So still you are not 100% sure, because maybe that person might be an actor, right? So we don't know. Not only that person eats, this specialist gives you a piece of cake too. What you do, you take that piece of cake and you eat it. What happens? Your eyes go big, and face shines, and so a lot of great emotions. You feel a lot of great emotions, and you say, "Oh, what a great cake this is!" Right? Now, what is that? That is bhavanami panya. Not only you heard of it, not only you intellectually thought, now you experience. For an example, impermanence. We know things are changing, but we don't know the deeper truths related to the change. We say, oh, the baby changed. sorry. Normal people, general people, they say, baby changed to a young man changed to a middle-aged man changed to a old man and died. So that is the change of the general people. But we don't realize that we are changing continuously, right? And the both mental and physical phenomena, so both are changing. We don't know anything about that. So what happens? We keep on clinging to the same idea of I, my soul. So you develop. So even though you know the change, so from the surface level, still you are suffering because of your own negativity. Negativity stay the same. And then, but when you intellect after a description, so after an explanation, you intellectually think. Then you realize more, but still you don't realize it in the right manner, right? Then through vipassana meditation, you realize it yourself, right? Then that is the time you actually see the impermanence. At that time, you completely change. You become a totally new person, right? Whenever you realize you change, so your impermanence, no one has to tell you to change. You change yourself because you see the reality as it is, right? So then, there are these three kinds of wisdom. What is the first one, Miss Grace? Hearsay. Second one, Keenan.
My intellectual understanding.
Yes. So, Arya, third one.
Experience.
Experiential wisdom. Yes. These are the three kinds of wisdom. Please keep in mind. If I meet again, I'll ask you. Right. So keep in mind. Right. So then wisdom, we will lose wisdom because of many reasons. This is not the time to explain the whole thing. In brief, I will let you know so that you can have a glimpse, right? Short glimpse. Because of laziness, you lose wisdom, right? Because of postponing things, right? I'll do it tomorrow, day after tomorrow, next week. I have time. So if you do like that, you lose wisdom. And so when you practice, if you don't do it with ardently, if you always yawn and if you keep your hands here and there, if you throw your hand, no. And then negative thinking. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, maybe those great people, the other meditators, they are special, so they have more wisdom than me. Oh, I'm not lucky. I don't have that much wisdom. If you think like that, you can't, right? Negative thinking. You are just like the same. Everybody started the same. So Bhante started the same. So, but you will proceed. Then addiction to grouping. If someone always roams here and there with this group of friends, that group of friends, so that party, this party, it's okay to go, but there should be a limit, right? Then addiction to grouping. Then timeless sleeping. So timeless sleeping means if someone is addicted to sleeping, again, that person won't be able to develop wisdom too. And then not judging things properly. So some people do arguments, mental arguments in the wrong manner, and that person comes to wrong judgments, right? And then works according to those wrong judgments. Then they lose wisdom too. And then so no interest in wise thinking. So if someone doesn't want to think, so to develop wisdom too, you need effort. If you just see and let it go, you go with the appearance, so you won't develop your wisdom. You have to think further than this normal thing, right? Because atoms you can't see, right? So how the mind changes, you can't see at once. So when we see, let's say Miss Grace sees me every day, and if Miss Grace thinks, oh, I'm meeting the same Bhante again and again. Yes. But when you realize through your meditation that we are changing, we understand. This Thursday, I meet one Bhante, and next Thursday, that Bhante has changed. That's another person, right? We are changing. So if we have no interest in wise thinking, again, we lose wisdom. And wrong argument, not ready to ask from the others. If you have a lot of vanity, if you don't want to listen to the other people, your wisdom won't grow. So with humbleness, If you are ready to ask from the other people, then your wisdom will grow. And not associating the wise because of that too. So there are wise people than us. If you don't associate them, your wisdom won't grow. And then unclean body and atmosphere, right? The atmosphere is very important too. So you have to be, so everything is impermanent, but that should, so because of that, you should not, it doesn't mean you should not do anything, right? You should clean your room very neatly. You should clean your body very neatly. If not, you won't have calmness, right? No calmness, no wisdom, right? Then calmless mind. If the mind wanders all the time, then again you can't develop wisdom, right? You have to calm it down. And then blaming oneself for everything. So if you blame yourself for everything, then again you can't develop wisdom because no self-confidence, right? And then wrong thinking, misunderstanding things. So if you misunderstand things, again, you can't develop wisdom, right? And frequent tiredness. So certain people have that medical illness. So for them too, it's hard to develop wisdom. And less EQ. If someone doesn't have emotional, emotional side, if it is not developed, then it's hard. So we need to have compassion, loving kindness, those kinds of nice qualities within. And if we don't have, we have to develop them. And 5 hindrances. So if we have overcome by the 5 hindrances, what are they? So I think you remember, but let me tell you, no time. So 5 hindrances are the addiction to sensual pleasure, number 1. Then so aversion. I told you aversion can come in many phases. Later on another week, I'll teach you when it is needed. Okay. So then aversion, then laziness, then after that, the wandering mind, and finally, the doubt. So if you overcome by these 5, again, you won't develop in wisdom. So these are the psychological things that that don't help us to develop wisdom. Understanding them, you have to let those things go, right? Then how to develop, so what are the things that can help us to develop wisdom, right? So number 1, healthy mind. Healthy mind. And at the same time, here healthy mind means the calm mind. So calm mind means the mind which has rest. So if the mind is wandering all the time, you can't think properly. That is the healthy mind. Right? Then good health. You have to take care of your health too. Inquisitiveness to know things. You have the inquisitiveness to know things. You should not be afraid to ask questions when it is the right time. Okay, right. Then efforts to learn the Dhamma. You should have efforts to learn the Dhamma. And then listening and studying the Dhamma. So listening and studying about the truth, right? Yeah, Dharma means truth. Then sharing it with the others. Not only you have it, so you don't eat the whole cake, you share it with the other people. Oh, this is my friend. Okay, right? This is my friend. This is not only I enjoy this, my friend also enjoy this. Thinking like that, out of compassion, you share. So it helps too. And then willingness to think wisely and correctly. And association of the wise people, right? And then after that, disassociation of foolish people, right? There are foolish people who say, right, there is no mom, there is no dad. Like that, there are various kinds of wrong views. So associating such kind of people. right? Then practicing concentration. So if you practice concentration, that helps too. And knowing the impermanence of defilements. So you should not think whenever you get angry, you should not think this anger will ever last. You have to understand, if you work hard, this anger will go. You are the one who will add fuel to the fire. You are the one who won't add fuel to the fire. If you add fuel, fire will grow. If you don't add fuel, fire will extinguish sooner or later, right? Defilements are fires. So, whenever you are aware that I have anger, I have hatred, I have jealousy, I have vanity, I have this negativity, that negativity. So you should not add fuel. Instead, you should practice the opposite. If you are jealous, you should practice a sympathetic joy. You have to be happy in other person's success. And if you are angry, you should develop loving kindness. So then, whatever negative that arises, you should practice the opposite, right? And then, then you have to keep your environment clean, including your own body, right? It helps too. And eating healthy food and medication. So you have to eat healthy food. It helps too. When the body is healthy, we can think well. So wisdom arises faster. And then it can help us to improve good things. So wise things. So all those things can be practiced in your life. At least a few. Please start practicing. If there is any negative quality that you do have, start letting it go. Then, so not only wisdom helps, so not only the wisdom helps, it needs the perseverance, the effort too. So let me teach you a story, simile that Buddha told. Once, at one village, at one rural village, there was a drought. All the villagers, they ran away. There were only 2 people remaining at the village. One was a cripple, right? One was a blind man. So there was a cripple and there was a blind man. And then both of them were talking to each other that they should run away from the village. They should escape from the village. If they stay, no food, nothing to eat, they'll die. So both of them talked, and when the blind man brought this idea to the crippled person, so the crippled man, he said, "How can I go? I don't have legs." Then he asked from the then he said, "Then please you go. You can save your life." "How can I go? I don't have eyes." Then both of them thought, that's true. Then what should we do? Then the crippled man said, right, there is a way. Blind man asked, what is that? I'll sit on your shoulders. I'll be your eyes. You'll be my legs. Let's go together. So both of them worked together. The crippled man showed the path, and the blind man walked. And finally, both of them came to a safe village. Wisdom is like eyes. Effort is just like the effort. Effort is like the blind man. So eyes should be there for the effort. For the effort, we need the wisdom, right? Eyes are the wisdom. Then effort is the legs. So with the help of both, keep on practicing. And finally, may all of your team reach the great peaceful village, Nibbana, where lies the real peace and real happiness. Let me continue. So today too, all of us gathered and practiced this noble technique of meditation and accumulated a lot of positive energy. This is the time to share. May this positive energy be with all the sick people, gaining this positive energy. May all of them recover very soon. May they be able to lead their lives with comfort. May this positive energy be with all of you. By the power of this positive energy, may all the good things happen in your life. May all your difficulties be away. May you may you have a long life with beauty, mental and physical strength, comfort, and wisdom. Practicing this noble non-sectarian meditation practice. May all of you attain real peace, real happiness, purification of mind, Nibbana. With those thoughts, please join your palms together and concentrate. Let me bless. Abhivadana silisse nichang vada pachaino chattaro dhamma vaddanti ayuvagno sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti me vache ato nibbana sampatti iminate samijjato. May you all be well. May you all be happy. May you all be very, very peaceful. Very, very peaceful. Good night to everyone. See you all in the next Friday. Good night. Good night to everyone. Sukhi Hotu. Right. Good night, Ms. Tan.
Good night, Bhante. Thank you.
Good night, Ms. Tan.
Good night, Bhante. Thank you.
Good. Right. Good night, Mr. Howard.
Good night, Bhante. Thank you.
Buenas noches, Jaime.
Buenas noches, Bhante. Muchas
Bien,
gracias. Thank you.
Sukhi Hotu. Mina, Miss Meena, good night.
Good night. Thank you, Bhante.
May you be happy. Mrs. Pragati, good night.
Good night. Thank you, Bhante.
Good night, Rahul. Good night, Pragati. Sukhi Hotu. Good night, Mr. Bhanu.
Good night, Bhante.
Good